In this demo, we are going to look at some of the CSS classes that are provided by HTMX that allow us to show that something has changed on the page. We are in our HTMX Razor demo repo, and we're going to look at the CSS demo. So our CSS demo is a sports theme. So we're going to talk about our favorite sport with HTMX visual feedback, the key being HTMX visual feedback. Just to show you what this looks like under the covers, we'll do an inspect, and you'll see that we have a button with our HX post. Notice that there's no handler equals. This is a straight post, so on post will be all we need behind the scenes. I do have both prompt and confirm, so if you saw our prompt and confirm demo, you know how those work. And then we have a targeted result. So this is fairly simple. Our HX swap, so we're swapping the inner HTML. So our no sport selected yet is going to change. But what I want to call attention to is on this div. The class right now is set to feedback. There are no other classes that are called out there. HTMX provides CSS classes for various events throughout its life cycle. We're going to show 3 of them in our code. One will be very more pronounced than the others. So let's bring our code up. So we have sports.cshtml. And in our sports.cshtml, you've already seen the code above with the HTML part. But the style, I didn't show you that. Here's our feedback CSS class. And we have 3 more to show for this particular demo. So there's HTMX request, which is when HTMX is sending the request. Then it's the part where HTMX is doing an add, and then when HTMX is doing its settling. This one here, the HTMX added, is going to be the one that's most pronounced, with that Dodger blue background and the lemon chiffon border. Okay, and you just don't see these classes called out. You don't see them, like it doesn't show the HTMX added here. In the HTMX documentation, they have a list of other CSS classes as well, but these are the ones I wanted to show. If we go back to our demo, pay close attention to the no sport selected yet. I'm going to tell it submit sport, and football, and yes, I'm okay with that. Alright, I'm going to run that again, this time without this, because notice it still shows class of feedback. But watch what happens when I change that. So this time I'm going to say like hockey instead. And tell it okay, and okay. Did you see the blue background and how it showed up and disappeared? If not, pause the video, go back a few seconds and replay it, and you'll see that there's that blue background that appears. That is the HTMX added class. So HTMX does give us CSS classes to tap into the various events in the life cycle. That way, if we need to do any debugging or if we want to do any visual cues to our users at certain points, we can.